Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinor here with more Sekiro. Last time we took on the Demon of Hatred. What a boss, what a challenge, and what a moment learning the Sculptor's fate. One that I will not soon forget. And now I think we are basically at the end of the game. We are, Kuro theoretically has escaped to the secret tunnel in the reservoir, and we're supposed to meet up with him. And that's it, right? Nothing else is going to happen. We almost certainly have a final confrontation with, it has to be Genichiro, right? Right? We're going to find out soon enough. We're going to try to also tie up a couple loose ends here that we still have. I've done a little bit of backtracking off camera just to check some of the less notable locations and see if there's anything that I missed at all. There were a couple minor things. I found like a bundled Jizo statue back in the main hall at Senpo Temple, hidden among all the other statues there. Just completely missed that. There was also underground in the abandoned dungeon, the elevator that goes up to Senpo, there was another vengeful spirit there. Other than that, nothing too major, but I also had a sneaking suspicion that I had not fully explored the lake here at the Fountainhead Palace. And sure enough, as I was combing back through the underwater, I discovered there were some items that I missed. And sure enough, there are 3 of them, and they are the more special variety. They are not in the little item bags. Carp scales, potentially? Carp scales? They are carp scales. At least one of them is. How many do we get, I wonder? Just one. And one. And one. Okay. Some carp scales, which is a good pickup. However, it still does leave us in a slightly difficult position when it comes to carp scales in general, because this is one of the things that is a bit unresolved for me. We have these, we're going to warp back to the last community idol here, which is I think the Pot Noble, because there are these mass fragments. I honestly don't know what the hell the mass fragments are for. We're doing a blind playthrough. The only vague idea that I have is that they are somehow connected to Tomoe, because Isshin mentioned something about her fighting style being dance-like, and the descriptions on them talk about a dancer. Other than that, I literally have no fucking clue what they do. I don't even know if we can still use them, if they're something that we should have had a while ago. I don't know. I don't know if they carry over to New Game Plus. I don't know if carp scales carry over to New Game Plus. All I know is that we don't really have enough carp scales to purchase both of the remaining ones that are with the Pot Nobles. I think you need 7 and 12, 19 total. So we're a little short. And so what I think I'm going to do, we also still have the truly precious bait. Also a thing that I'm not very sure about. I'm sort of thinking that, I don't know, based on the artwork, it's kind of green and weird. Like, is it maybe poisonous bait? And giving one of these to the great carp is gonna kill it, and we get all the carp scales and give them to the nobles because they want the carp scales. That's the only wild guess that I can come up with. But it does seem like we have a choice. It seems like we're supposed to give one of these to the great carp and one only. And maybe that's how we get the rest of our scales. So what I think we're gonna do here, we're gonna go ahead and buy. Again, I don't know how this all works, so I could be screwing this up, but I think we're going to buy this mass fragment here, just in case giving one of the truly precious bait pisses one of these guys off. Like, whoever you give his bait, the other guy gets pissed off and doesn't talk to you anymore. So we're going to buy this one. And then we're going to give the truly precious bait from the other guy from Hirata, what's his name? Harunaga? And we'll see what happens. Both of them don't seem super above board, but I feel like it's one of these things where we're going to choose one path during New Game and another path during New Game Plus. So let's head over to the feeding grounds. We still have 3 precious bait left over. I don't know if we're supposed to feed those first. I think I'm just going to go ahead and feed the truly precious bait, because I might screw something up or make the great carp go away, or it won't be hungry anymore or something if I feed the other precious bait. So we're just going to cut straight to the chase here. This is the one from the Hirata Noble. I think also it gives you the option, right, when you ring the bell here. We'll talk to this guy one more time, but I'm pretty sure his dialogue won't have changed. We'll just kind of be thorough about it, though. He actually moved. Yeah, moderation, moderation. We're going to do the thing here, though. This is one of those loose ends that we've got to at least take a stab at, even if we don't know exactly how this works right now. Select truly precious bait. I think that's what we're gonna do. And Koramori was the one that we just talked to. Harunaga is the one at Hirata. Let's give his bait. And he's gone. Can we ring the bell again? Something tells me nothing's going to happen. Okay, so the fish... We sort of stood there for a minute waiting. So the fish did not immediately die? He did look like he kind of swam to the center of the lake. So maybe we should go check in the lake again. You're still on about this. You don't take any notice of the fact that we just fed some truly precious bait. Let's go check here and see what the deal is. It looked like he might have swam down here, but I'm not seeing him immediately. Maybe we need to swim over into the tunnel, because I'm not seeing him here. For a second, I thought that maybe we had opened up the fish boss fight that I've been hoping for. Okay, so he's back here. And is there anything different? It does look like he's sort of doing what he did before. Huh. Let's see if he spots us. I feel like he should spot us at some point here, right? Wait a second, he's not attacking us. Or I just didn't get close enough, maybe. Is that all this is? Is that he's no longer hostile? He does appear to be no longer hostile. There you go. Okay, and I cannot target him either. I guess it might have just been as simple as that. We're not getting a boss fight. We're not killing him. We're just kind of, we're truly satiating him. That looks like what we've got. Because that way, we would be able to come back here and get these items. It's funny that we were able to get the items at the bottom without aggroing the carp. Maybe a little, we did things a little the unintended way. Oh, actually, okay, so there is something different. We needed to just reset the zone here for him to act differently. Let's talk to you first. Oh no. Oh no, I am sorry. There is something more to do here though. We can't do it at the moment. Huh. Can we ring the bell? That's probably not going to do anything, just like it didn't do anything before. Probably. Huh. So there is something more to be done. What the hell is it though? Oh, there is something here. Oh, there is... Oh, there are carp here, aren't there? Wait a second. And this guy has... Oh my god, no, it's not carp in general. It is a red-eyed carp that we can talk to. We can still purchase items from you. Oh shit, you actually have... You have the items. It looks like you have the items from the other noble. Well, we definitely have to check with him as well now. What is... Too small, needs more scales. What the hell? What is this? Oh my god, you give us lapis lazuli. Holy shit. Wow. Okay, Well, let's go check with the other noble then. What the hell? Oh, these FromSoft quests are so bizarre. I love them. He's gone. He is gone. How? Just the knowledge? Did he somehow telepathically know? Like, the other guy couldn't come over here and take him out, could he? How the hell does this work? Huh. But he's just gone. The dream is dead. He can no longer become the true carp, so who is just given up on life. What in the hell? Well, that obviously that makes sense why the items are with the other guy. Well, huh. So what the hell do we do? Because the dilemma that I have, I don't think there are any carp left in the game at all. I think this is the only one left, right? Although, wait a second, are you gone now? Oh, shit. Oh, maybe we needed to reload the zone, period. Because the carp is no longer here. So this is maybe I should have checked the bottom of the lake after reloading the zone. Well, this is a mystery. Because where the hell has that thing gone? Unless it actually was poison bait and it's dead somewhere? Yeah, I have scoured the entirety of the lake here and there is no sign of the carp. The carp seems to be gone. So, and I don't know how otherwise we would progress this quest line. This is a mystery that I have no answer to at the moment. Yeah, as far as I can tell, there is no sign of the great carp, and I really don't know what else there is to do on this quest line. There's clearly something to do with the guy at the bell, but we don't have whatever item he's looking for, and I don't know what else to do besides just buy the rest of the stuff from Harunaga. It's so weird that you have actually turned into a carp, but you're not big enough apparently, so you want more scales. I don't know of any other way to get more scales to get this mass fragment, which I would love to buy, but I don't know that 3 more scales exist in the game. We've been pretty thorough about exploring underwater. So unless you give us more, or we get more by getting a special item from you and then giving it to the guy at the bell, I don't know what else we could do. I'm going to go ahead and buy this red gourd and see if that triggers anything. Let's go ahead and do that. So he still wants more. I feel like we've screwed this up. Like, we can buy this dragon's blood droplet, but I don't think this is going to do it. Like, we need to buy all the stuff from you, don't we? We need to buy, like, literally everything. Maybe, maybe not, because I don't know if we can afford everything. Scales, more scales. I don't know what else to do. I think we screwed this up somewhere with the precious bait. I think we were supposed to feed more precious bait to the fish, and I didn't do that. And because we still have 3 of them left over, don't we? I just was worried that it's key items. I was worried that if we fed these, like, it might run away, or we wouldn't be able to do the truly precious bait. There's something with a finicky quest line here that we've screwed up, and we'll have to fix it in New Game Plus, unfortunately. But I think we are going to do that. In some shape or form, we are going to be doing New Game Plus. So we have that to look forward to among many things that we'll be doing differently. I'm just not sure if New Game Plus will be something that I record, or maybe we'll do it as a live stream format. We'll think about that. For now, the other loose ends that I have, there is this wild idea that I got from this one memo. We might look at the memo again here, but it talks about the apparitions in the place where the guardian ape is. Let's just go and head directly there. We'll just head straight to the guardian ape's watering hole. There's 2 places where this could potentially... I actually think I might have figured out what the memo is referring to, and I don't think it's what I thought it was. So we're here back at the... Oh my god. Wait, what? Is this the great carp? You've got to be kidding me. It's here. You have got to be fucking kidding me. This is a complete and utter coincidence. I had... we're going to check that item in a second. What the fuck? Why would it be here? Are you kidding me? Why is it here? How in the hell does that make sense? What? The memo that we picked up mentioned... Holy shit, I'm blown away. Once again, I'm blown away by Sekiro. I have no idea why there is a fucking giant carp in the middle of the Guardian Ape's watering hole. What the fuck? Okay, this note about apparitions. Angry spirits with many faces. I think that might be talking about the Shichimen warrior. Right? It mentions that they could hear the sound of a woman crying in the distance. We got malcontent from beating the Shichimen warrior, didn't we? I think this is all that this is supposed to be pointing us to. Like many of these other memos that are just pointing us to a key item or an upgrade for the prosthetic or something like that. This is one of those. So I think this here is not talking about some Easter egg with the whistle, with the finger whistle. We can try that. What I was going to do is I was going to come here and do malcontent and see what happened. Because I thought maybe we would summon some apparitions or something that we could fight for some special items. Did I hear something though? It does sound like there's like a faint bit of wind. I don't know exactly what that sound is supposed to be. Let's pick up this fucking item. If this is like 3 carp scales or something. No, it's something else. We defeated the Great Colored Carp. We just got an achievement for this. What the fuck? Great White Whisker, a priceless white whisker taken from the Great Colored Carp. While the Great Carp is naturally immortal, if killed, its whiskers can be plucked. The sound of the whisker being removed is surely music to the ears of certain people. I think I know one of those people. Some would feel relief at the sound of their mission being completed. Others, the joy of having their heart's desire granted. What the fuck? What the fuck? We're gonna take this to the guy at the feeding grounds. I think that's what we're supposed to do. I would have never in a million years thought if I didn't have this stupid thing I was gonna do with the malcontent, I would have never come here. I literally would have never come here because what the fuck? Oh my god. We're going to very quickly head to, just to make sure I'm thorough on this, we're going to head to the Guardian Ape's burrow and do the same thing there, just in case. I think I figured out what the memo is talking about. It's talking about the Shichimen warrior, but I'm going to make sure that my wild idea doesn't have at least, you know, some semblance of merit to it. I think we just aggroed the monkey that's up there, right? I think that's it. So it doesn't have any special effect. It doesn't summon some new fight or apparitions or anything like that. It's just telling us about the stupid Shichimen warrior. Okay, but wow, did it have a use anyways? Because it led us back to the fucking Great Carp. I am so, I'm happy because I was a little frustrated that we weren't going to get any sort of conclusion to that. We were going to have to wait till New Game Plus. But holy shit! Oh my god! All right, I've got a whisker. I've got a fucking whisker for you, I think. Maybe he'll give us the rest of the carp scales that we need. Give Great White Whisker. He might be mad at us. I just realized he might be mad at us. Or he's just incredibly sad. Oh, poor guy. Oh no. At last? Were you waiting for this? Huh. Ah, we get a divine grass. Okay. Huh. Is that all? That appears to be all. I see. Okie dokie. Well, that's cool. Still no change with him. I wasn't expecting there to be, but admittedly a little bit disappointed with the way that this turned out. I think we clearly screwed something up, or maybe there are just not enough carp scales to buy all the things. He wants more scales though, so it feels like we should be able to get some. We should be able to get more scales somewhere, but I don't know where that would be. So I think this is just going to have to wait for now. We'll think about this maybe for New Game Plus. And maybe we just make the choice. Like, we shouldn't have to buy this again. This should carry over, I would think. The Lapis Lazuli and these other things, like the Withered Gourd, maybe we wouldn't need at some point. I don't know exactly how this is supposed to... How you're supposed to buy every single thing in one new game. Maybe it's not a thing. And you just have to make the choices that you do. But either way, we are going to turn our attention to a couple other... Let's go ahead and head back to the... we'll just head back to the temple. It's fine. We'll quickly check in at a couple places just to... I wanted to check in with Black Hat one more time just to see if there was anything new with him. If he's even still there. It's been a while since we've been to that cavern in Senpo Temple. Let's travel there. Go to the Sunken Valley Cavern. Because he's never returned to the castle. He said he was going to go back to the castle at some point. But he doesn't go back there, I don't think. And is he here anymore? He's not even here anymore. So he has completely gone somewhere else. Maybe he's standing out here. Or he's dead. We did see bloodstains. We saw bloodstains back where his original spot in the castle was. So maybe he's just gone. I don't know if there's supposed to be anything else that happens with his quest line. Let's also go to the abandoned dungeon. We don't want to go here, actually. I want to go to the abandoned dungeon entrance. Dojun, the sus doctor in the dungeon. We've never been able to do anything with his quest line, and I think it's because we were supposed to send either Jinzemon or Kotaro. Somehow send one of them to him for experiments. So we've missed out on the chance to do that. However, he is still standing here. He is still standing here, and I wondered, like, his dialogue is clearly not going to progress anymore. So is there some world... Yeah, like, this is all here. Is there some world where we can actually, like, I don't know if we've ever taken a swing at an NPC before. Can we actually hurt you? We can. I wasn't sure if it would do the thing that it did with... There was one guy that had, like, a shield or something, right? So I didn't know if this guy would have the same thing, but why don't we go ahead, get rid of you as well, but why don't we go ahead and see, since we can't do anything else with you, he starts attacking us, so you cannot abide our science. He starts fighting like one of the Senpo monks. Okay. Master, please help me. And that's it. We don't even get like a special item from him. We've got this other guy attacking us. I was wondering if we might get some sort of special item sometimes, you know, in Dark Souls. That would be the way that things would happen. And you would get more information, more lore by attacking and being hostile to NPCs, something which is not common for me. I don't normally go after NPCs. I'm usually very like, oh, you don't attack me, I won't attack you. And it turns out that sometimes you get more information that way, but not in the case of Dojun. So he seemed very sus. He was talking about his master. I think that's Dosaku, who we've never met. We'll have to think more about that for New Game Plus. So many things in New Game Plus to try. Okay, so the one last loose end that I have been thinking about is Hanbei. We had this Mortal Blade discussion that we could have had for some time, and I've been postponing it simply because you don't want, on the one hand, you don't want to kill your friend, but also your friend is undying and perhaps trapped in an endless cycle that he wishes to be freed from. So at the very least, why don't we have, before we discuss the Mortal Blade, why don't we have one last duel for old times? It's been a while since we've honed our skills here. But let's give one more round with Hanbei. Why not? One more round with our friendly training dummy. And we get the jumping death blow there to finish things off. We've had many satisfying matches with you, friend. But I think it's time to discuss the Mortal Blade. Straight to the point. Straight to the point. I like the straightforwardness there. Like I said, on the one hand, it goes against every instinct, and yet on the other, it feels like the right thing to do. And we can always choose another path in New Game Plus. Oh, so then we have to take the next course of action here, right? Which I think I have learned. I had misunderstood how the Mortal Blade works. I think it's one of these situations where you have to attack and do a normal death blow first, which I don't think we can do that on you. We have to just attack you. We have to do a normal death blow, and then... Actually, I'm not sure how we do it with you. I thought it was... What I have learned with the Undying at Senpo is that after you kill them once, they're kind of sitting there for a minute and they wait for a second death blow with the Mortal Blade, regardless of whether you have used it, or regardless of whether you have used the Mortal Draw, which was what I thought you had to do. Is that what we have to do in this case? How do we do this? I'm not sure how to do it on my own. Maybe we just talk to you again? Oh, well, hold on a second then. I don't quite know how to do this. What the hell? Do we need to warp away and come back? Maybe that's all we needed to do, is we needed to just zone out and zone back in. Now we have, I think, the actual death blow for the Mortal Blade. I mean, maybe we can just do it from the front as well. All right, friend. I think this is what you want. There was actually a centipede inside of him too. Wow. That's the whole business with the Undying, isn't it? I hadn't even thought of that, but of course. Why not? Every other Undying infested has been the same way. And we get a hidden tooth. False tooth loaded with a secret shinobi drug, blue in color, can be used repeatedly. Crush the blue nostrum between the back teeth to die as often as one pleases. Could be useful in certain situations. Surely an unnecessary reminder, but the first death is typically one's last. So it looks like this is a repeated use for bite down, which we've never used because I've been a little unsure about where that's supposed to be used. There it is, hidden tooth. Can be used repeatedly. What happens if we just use this here? We die. And then we resurrect. Oh, it uses one of our resurrections, but it doesn't limit the next ones. Very interesting. How could that be useful? I'll have to think about that. But either way, rest in peace, Hanbei. We have, gosh, if I'd have thought about the fact that there was a centipede inside of you, I probably would have made this decision a hell of a lot easier. But until New Game Plus, my friend. Something else I just realized. In Hades, Skelly gives us the lucky tooth. And here we get also a tooth from Hanbei. What are the chances? Okay. All right. I think those are our loose ends that we have now wrapped up. And I think we're just going to quickly sell some stuff here to get us up to the next prosthetic upgrade. And then we will turn our attention to the reservoir and see what lies in front of us. Let's sell like 5 of these. And then we'll sell some coin purses. We have so many coin purses that we have never ended up using. I was saving a whole bunch just because I figured I was going to buy that mass fragment. But I think we'll probably hold off on that since we can't get all of the mass fragments. For now, we'll just buy what upgrade we can. Or the next upgrade in the list here, which I think is the spear. One of the prosthetics that I would like to use more in New Game Plus. It'll actually be pretty fun kind of going into New Game Plus with all of these upgrades right off of the bat, huh? But for now, we've spent our sen, and I think we're going to head back to the reservoir. Let's make our way there. We've got 2. I think we have 2 of these generals. And I think one of them might have actually been the 7 spears variant. When I looked back at that in my footage, I think I saw that one of them was like, it looked like the 7 spears that we fought before. Because it has, yeah, he has the big old halberd there. So are they intending us to take both of these guys on? I'm gonna try to use a Gachin's Sugar and sneak up on one of them. Actually, let's see if we can even target. We can target that one, and that one has 2 death blows. So it looks like, what is the best way to do this? Can we mind control one of them? That would probably be the ideal. Mind control the smaller one. We'll see if the game lets us do that. I don't even know if we're going to be able to sneak up on them even with a Gachin's Sugar, but we'll try that here and we'll see. I have a feeling this is just it's gonna. No, we're not getting immediately into combat, so maybe we can do this. Okay, 7 Ashina spears. Shume, Masaji, Oniwa. All immediately kicking my ass just like before. And I'm backed up into the fire. Excellent. Cool. It didn't occur to me that there might actually be fire here to contend with. That guy is still in the battle. He is still going. Can we get you to go into the fire? This guy's actually being a pretty good help here. This was a good mind control. Okay, 1 down. We got our res back. It's been a while since we fought 7 spears. I have done some fighting of 7 spears on a fresh file, and I definitely have felt an increased comfort level. Especially because Makiri counters are so OP when you do them correctly. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. When you don't do them correctly, though, you get your ass handed to you. I did it way too soon. Yeah, when you do the Makiri counter way too soon, I think that was one of the things that was getting me in trouble before. I was jumping the gun on the counter. I'm gonna go ahead and take a pellet here. Nice. Woo, man, that went so much smoother. We get a prayer bead. Okay, that went so much smoother than it did when we first fought. We have improved so much since those early days, those early struggles. But we do get a prayer bead, which is fascinating. I had thought that we had finally gotten all the prayer beads, but maybe the game gives you some extras so that you can sort of get, you know, your final vitality upgrade before, just in case, you know, it sort of gives you a little leeway so you don't have to completely get every single mini boss if you don't, like, if one of them is really giving you some heartache. One of the Ashina soldiers here. But they might just give you some extras. Okay. That is a pleasant surprise, I suppose. Not that we can use it right now, but we will get to carry it over to New Game Plus. All right, there's only one way to go here, and that is toward the reservoir. Well, we're in the reservoir, but toward the secret tunnel. There's an item over there. Looking out for anything else that might be different. Can we make it up here? Wait, how did we make it up to the bridge before? Like this. Does it do us any good going over this way? There doesn't seem to be anything. Like, there's nothing else. There's nothing up on the bridge now. The bridge is blocked, right? So it doesn't seem to actually be useful to the rat that was here so long ago. Nowhere to be found. Let's get this item. Pellets. Can never have too many pellets. That's not true. Pellets are more of an afterthought than they used to be, but I still find plenty of spots to use them. We've also got a sculptor's idol down here, which I noticed right away. It does seem like all of the enemies are gone. There's really nothing more to contend with. This is it. This is it. This is the end. Or the beginning of the end. Near secret passage. Get our resurrection back. I'm so anxious. I'm so nervous right now. This moment. I've kind of been building it up in my mind, and now it is finally here. Secret passage key used. I don't know if I'm going to be ready. I don't know if I'm ready. Can you ever fully be ready? No sign of Kuro just yet. Although maybe he is out in the field. I think I do see him. We've got to use our monocular here, as we have the whole game, and take a look. Because I think that has to be Genichiro, right? It is Genichiro. His hair, his hair is blowing to the side across his face, and at first it didn't quite look like him because the hair was blocking his face. But Kuro is there, and Kuro looks maybe not so well. Ah, here we go. The ash and cinder in the air.
Kuro-sama.
He's bleeding, I just noticed. The second mortal blade. That's what the Black Scroll was talking about.
そのようなものでは決してアシナの命運は変わりませぬ。狼よ、流因など誰の手にもあるべきではないのだ。苦労をかけるな。
脅威。参る。
ああ、しまいとしよう。
You fucked up, Genichiro. You done fucked up, son. Way of Tomoe. Isn't that the same? Whoa. Isn't that the same name that he had? That should be Mikiri counter. So the moves are probably going to be somewhat similar. There's going to be, I would imagine, some vague similarity to the other fight, the first fight. I don't know why you're standing there, but I'll take advantage of it. So he has that new Mortal Blade, the Black Mortal Blade, and it's an attack that's kind of similar. It's similar to our Mortal Draw. It has that extended attack, which we need to, like, just get out of range of. I don't know if we can even, like, counter it in any way, parry it or anything like that. That's a Mikiri counter. What am I doing? Now, the thing that is a little difficult with this arena is that the grass can sometimes make it a little hard to see. But most of the moveset is the same as before. I'm sure there will be some fun surprises. Whoops. Posture got broken. Let's go ahead and deflect. And then we'll drink. Try to drink. Although you're close to dying. Not if I run into a Mikiri counter. That's what we wanted to do. Okay. First phase, very much like what we've seen. Let's see what the new tricks are. Phase 2. Lightning time.
俺は結局何もできなかった。だが竜院がこの国を生かす。これでアシナの世は明ける。
What the fuck?
哀れな孫の最後の願い。
No way.
わしはこのアシナをよみがえらせねばならぬ。故に赤炉。お主を斬るぞ。参れ。
Oh my god. It's Isshin. But a younger looking Isshin. Missing an eye? Like this is much more the Isshin that we saw in the opening cutscene, right? Taking out, who was it, General Tamura? Whoa, what the hell? What the hell? There are such huge implications to this. Is this actually Isshin? He just straight up came out of the dude's neck. First of all, let's acknowledge that fact. Holy fucking shit. The arm reaching out and grabbing the sword. That was kind of cool as fuck. But my mind is reeling right now, trying to digest. Holy shit. Goddamn. Isshin, the Sword Saint. Wow. I need to take a pellet. I don't have any idea what your moves are going to be. Whoa, there's two of them. There's a big second blast that comes. Okay, I just managed to dodge to the side, thinking that might be the way to go. That's a Makiri counter. Okay. That's Ichimonji. I don't know if I can block that. It's not a perilous blow, so maybe I can, but the Ichimonji double is there, right? He's doing an Ichimonji double. I need to do this. That doesn't do a whole lot. Maybe Sabimaru might be a way to go. That needs to be Makiri counter. This music is epic. So much for getting a Sabimaru in there. Shit, not quick enough. He steps to the side, so it doesn't look like a Makiri counter move, like you would normally expect. Okay, I don't know if Sabimaru, it feels like it's not the way to go. Finally, there we go. So you can block it, but it does take a giant amount of posture. He does that Ashina elite move. He does not stop that combo. He does not stop that combo. My goodness. Too late. That is an interesting move. Hesitation is defeat. There's the line. Goddamn. Isshin. He passed away from his illness. He passed away due to his illness. But was he really inhabiting Genichiro the whole time? That is absolutely... Huh. That Makiri counter move is definitely a tough one for me to read. Gonna take some time to learn that one. The Mist Raven was doing okay. Not terrible, but it obviously we don't get the same sort of stun against like we did against the Red Eyes enemy. I don't know that any prosthetic tool is going to be like a game changer here. It's probably going to be a lot about doing proper combat fundamentals. And maybe we just focus on like Shadowfall. That might be what I do. We're gonna need, I think, some of this. We're gonna be using a lot of Gouken's sugar in this fight, I feel like. So let's switch to... Now, is it going to make us repeat the first phase? It does look like we have to go through the opening phase with Genichiro. So this is like a 4-phase fight. I don't know if I can actually block the damage from that. Ooh, okay. Well, I was going for my healing gourd there and I got toasted. It's really not good for us to use a resurrection immediately. That is like less than ideal here. The safe move seems to be to get away from that. Got my posture broken. Stuff is doing a lot more posture damage than earlier in the game. That's to be expected, though. Yeah, I don't know if I can actually deflect. Like, that might be guaranteed damage. Oof, okay. I'm definitely not 100% focused on this fight right now because I'm very much thinking about the lore implications. I'm still thinking about the lore implications of the fact that Isshin, is he possessing Genichiro? Is that what's going on here? Or is this some other, like, is this even Isshin? Is it the same guy that we've been talking to the entire game? Or is this some other manifestation from within Genichiro? Some twisted vision or twisted view of his grandfather that has become substantiated? We'll think about that later. Let's try to do the fight right now and see if we can actually... We take so much more posture damage than the original Genichiro fight, where I could kind of... I guess we can dodge through that damage too, is another way to deal with that. Shit, dude. Wow. I was panic drinking. Damage in general. There's a rock there for us to stand behind, potentially, for from arrow damage. I couldn't get the Mikiri counter off, huh? I think there's guaranteed damage there. That's a sweep attack. I thought it was Mikiri. And then I'm in the middle of drinking. Okay. I'm not dead. Somehow not dead. About to be dead. I don't know how I'm not dead. Yeah, like that sequence there, that combo that he pulls out, the rapid deflections, the way that I dealt with that before was purely deflect spamming, and that's the way that I'm dealing with it now, which is not good enough. Deflect spam is not good enough, at least if we are carrying the Bell Demon with us, right? This is one part of the game where we might consider putting the Bell Demon away. This might be the fight that finally pushes us to the brink and really makes us reassess how much posture damage we're taking, how much vitality damage we're taking, and whether this fight is really worth... like, I don't think we're getting any extra. There's no extra loot or anything we're getting from boss fights, right? We've never had that with the Demon's Bell. It only gets us the bonus loot from regular enemies. Let's keep going for now. Dodging through that is actually not bad. That is a sweep attack. Okay. Much smoother. That's the way the fight is supposed to go. I kind of want to watch this again. Absorb. Now that I know kind of what's happening or what's coming. Also, he has this black mortal blade, right? And that's how he was planning on... Maybe he already has extracted the dragon's blood in part from Kuro. But then he uses it on himself. Is that how he makes Isshin manifest? This is so fucking sick. Pitiful grandchild. Your last wish. It's such a crazy sight, dude. To see Ashina return from the great beyond. God damn. I wish it didn't have to be this way. I wish it didn't have to be this way, my dude. Wow, okay. I think I'm deflect spamming. I don't know for sure. But even if I am deflect spamming, it is not good enough, right? Okay, starting to maybe recognize that move. Not quick enough. I was trying to actually time things correctly. Let's get some Goken's sugar here. Try to give ourselves a little bit more posture. God damn. Nope, that's not the time to do Shadowfall. Wrong move. That felt different. That felt different from the double slash. For some reason, I thought that was going to be the Makiri counter. I thought that was going to be the Makiri counter there. Oh boy, have we got a boss. Have we got a boss? I was expecting, or I was hoping, that the final boss would definitely be a step up. So far it is not disappointing. And you have to go through Genichiro each time, which has been a bit of a 50-50 for us so far. Whoa, he comes back with a second slash. I don't remember that. Man. And then I was not quick enough on the counterattack. You can actually interrupt that move. Nice. Fuck. I knew my posture was in a bad spot, and I just thought I could finish the fight. I thought I could finish the fight before I had to worry about regaining my posture. That was wrong. That is actually a very dodgeable move, though. Counter to many other moves in Sekiro. This fight, though, goddamn. Shit, I've got So the normal, sort of the normal ideas of countering after a single strike, we can't do that in this case, right? We have to, just like in Ichiro, there's going to be a combination of moves that you have to wait for him to kind of finish first, and then... Shit, I am not quick enough on that. I'm trying to wait. I'm trying not to do deflect spam the entire time. Was ready for the Mikiri counter there. No, it's not. So there is a sweep wind attack. Like he has two styles of attack. One of them is like that overhand that sends like a vertical, I don't know, column of wind or something. But then there's another one that's the exact opposite. I don't know what the difference is in their like how to recognize which one is coming. We'll take some sugar here. Man. Starting to get a read on that one at least. Tried to do Shadowfall at the wrong time. I got lucky with a dodge there. Okay, one death blow down. What you got? What you got for me now? He's got a halberd. And a sword. He's using... Oh, God. And a gun. What the fuck? Holy shit. This is amazing. Oh, this is so cool. And the weather starts to change. That might be Mikiri counter. The gun, though. That feels like a Bloodborne style gun. Oh shit, I couldn't move. Why couldn't I move? Mikiri counter, let's go. I feel like I'm getting away with some shit right now. As soon as I went for the Shadowfall, I regretted it. He's got the anti-Shadowfall tech. Wow, I should not be going for Shadowfall right now. What am I doing? This is so awesome. Oh, he pulls back. He pulls back. God damn. I was not expecting the halberd to come to sort of pull backward. How did I not dodge there? I don't know how I blocked that. Oh my God, he's still coming. This is so cool. No. Dang. Woo. That felt pretty good. That phase 2, actually, I feel like we did pretty good for the first try. We were getting the Makiri counter move there. It felt like that was the only one, the only perilous blow in that phase, at least that I had seen yet. But goddamn, he pulls out the halberd. He's fucking dual wielding a sword and a halberd, which should not be humanly possible. But of course, we're talking about the goddamn Tengu here. All right, Rot Essence, whatever. Rot Essence, I don't care about. No worries about Rot Essence. Stack up all the Rot Essence you want. We have a fight on our hands. Shadowfall has been fine. I'm definitely using it at the wrong times. But when I am using it at the right times, it's pretty good. So I think I like our lineup of tools here. I think this is all about just combat fundamentals. See if we can get through Genichiro smoothly. So far, I like dodging that move. Still getting my posture broken there. We got the Makiri counter. Nice. Okay. Pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. Overall, not bad.
Sekiro.
Shit. He punishes you when you go in for a swing there. So the move changes if you, I think, go in for a swing early as opposed to waiting. You can knock him out of the Makiri counter, it looks like. Running away does not necessarily keep you safe. There is a sweep move. That one, I think we've definitely got a read on. Maybe got a read on that one too. Ooh, I did not think we were gonna get. I did not think we were gonna get the Makiri counter. Not even close. Smoothest phase 1 yet. I'll take it. Let's get posture back. I think we got lucky there. Jet. No, I could not get back up in time. shit, that step back, the step back into the halberd sweep. Yeah, that one there, I've got to learn to recognize that one a little better. Nice. Hello. I was not sure if I was going to get it after the drink. Lightning reversal. Oh my god, he's got lightning. I don't know what to do about that move. Oh my god, the lightning is falling everywhere. We are in phase 3 though. Let's go. Still have plenty of shadow falls left. And we got a lightning reversal. Let's go. It is still a Mercury counter. One flask left. Can we take a pellet? I don't even think that was supposed to be a jump. Mercury counter, let's go. Let's go. Nope. My heart is pounding.
Sekiro.
Immortality severed. Sword Saint. Isshin Ashina. Holy shit! Are you kidding me? Was that a first try phase 3? The lightning move was very much the same as Genichiro. So we had some experience with that. But goddamn, what a fight. What a fight. At his peak, Isshin Ashina devoted himself to deadly conflict in pursuit of strength. A single-minded, killing machine of a man. He had some fucking moves. At his peak, that's where I'll be interested to learn more and think about what we've seen here. And whether or not this is the exact same Isshin as he called us Sekiro. So it feels like maybe it is the same guy or the same spirit. He passed away, but then was reborn from his grandson. Wow. Wow. A new combat art. Dragon Flash. This looks like his combat art. Performs a high-speed cut from a sheathed stance. Charged to send out shockwaves. Costs spirit emblems to use. Yo, the shockwave attack that he was using. Holy shit. In his younger years, Isshin was a devil with the sword, spending his days in pursuit of life or death combat. He often ruminated on how a cut should be made, but his blade always moved first. He often ruminated, huh? But his blade always moved first. He still, even though his mind wanted to hesitate and ruminate, the blade still moved. No hesitation. Gauntlet of Strength. You have defeated many extraordinary foes who can now be faced in memory as a series of consecutive battles. There is an actual boss rush. Gauntlet of Strength can be accessed via the Sculptor's Idol menu. Confronting members of the past is akin to the discovery of new possibilities. The very ends of conflict may afford a new state of mind. Wow. Oh, shit. There's actually a boss rush mode. I've always wanted that. It's been my, I think we talked about this in the past, but it's been like literally my favorite thing in Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is maybe my all-time favorite game. And the boss rush mode in Hollow Knight is one of my all-time favorite. I have spent so many countless hours in Godhome. And now we get to do it in Sekiro? What? That's awesome. I do want to try that at some point here. Gauntlet of Strength. Divine Air Path has been unlocked. Oh, there's different paths? What? Curious to check that out. There's a Severance Path as well. Severance Path. Holy shit. So multiple boss rushes, it looks like. I see the beam of red light over there, which is probably the conclusion of our events here, but I want to take a little time to look around. We don't know where the other side of this bridge leads to, do we? We have the castle over here. What a scene. What a finish. We didn't get to fight Tomoe. We just, but what? I think this is obviously way better. Isshin was the final boss. God damn, I should have known. It always... Gehrman being the final boss, and now Isshin being the final boss. It just feels so obvious in retrospect. So now... Holy shit, that was amazing, though. I kind of want to do that fight again. It was such a whirlwind there in that phase 3. I was so pumped, and I was on the edge of my seat. My heart was literally racing. I'm assuming we're going to get the choice here to use the Cold Dragon's Tears, right? Kuro is here, and I'm assuming it's going to present us with the choice, right? We haven't been given the choice, and I don't know any other way to use these frozen tears. But this is what I want to do. So let's see what sort of options it gives us. There it is. There's our choice. We're going this route. And we can think about this one, or I am aware that there are more than 2 endings. I have no idea how you would get a third. Maybe that's where the mask comes in, the mask fragments. Something to explore in New Game Plus, but I think the Frozen Tears and the Dragon Tears are the way we're going to go for this one. Is the sun rising? Oh, that is such a cool touch. Beautiful. Oh, there's Senpo Temple in the distance. You can see the pagoda by the sun.
我が巫女
And that's where we're going, right? We're going to the cradle.
Kuro殿、今はどうか安らかに私の心に留まってください。
That's a cool shot.
さようなら、みんな。私は行かねばなりません。我らの因果を断ち切るために。とても長い旅になります。それでも共に来てくださるのですか？
はい。
ありがとう、竜の忍びよ。九郎殿も喜んでおります。参りましょう。西に
Oh, the music is
神
beautiful.
なる竜の故郷に。
There it is, Dragon's Homecoming. Attained the return ending. I'm tearing up again here, folks. I'm actually in tears. We gave the dragons tears, we gave the frozen tears, and now I have my own gracious gift of tears. What an amazing journey. I almost never get this way when it comes to sort of, not that I have a lot of experience recording. This is my first time doing a pre-recorded series like this. We've done live streams of each of the previous FromSoft games. So, but this is my first one that I'm doing here specifically for YouTube. And I don't normally get... I'm normally very composed and centered when it comes to presenting myself for the camera, but I can't help but feel just absolutely overflowing with emotion right now, because this game has been an amazing journey. The combat in particular is like the #1 thing that I'm going to think of when I think of Sekiro, especially coming out of the Soulsborne games. It was such an adjustment. You all saw the process of me trying to learn, trying to unwind those literal years now of muscle memory when it comes to dodging. Look at some of our credits here. Sometimes there's characters there that, like the imposter doctor, that I might not have noticed the first time around, but I think all the names there we saw were as expected. What was I saying, though? The combat is absolutely top-notch in Sekiro. And that final fight in particular really highlights, I think, one of the things that I have struggled with throughout the game is just there's so many different prosthetics, there's so many different sugars and fistful of ashes, and there's lots of tools and fun things to try. But in the end, the game is still about fundamentals when it comes to deflecting, counterattacking, making sure you pay attention to those details. And having to learn all that from the beginning was one of the biggest learning curves that I've ever had playing a video game. There were so many times early on in the game where I just felt completely over my head and not knowing what was going on. That first round of dying over and over and over to the lone shadow in Hirata Estate, I think that was the biggest moment of like, holy shit, dude, I absolutely need to get good. Holy fuck. The combat has been so good. But I also did love the fact that there were so many different things to try, right? They put all of these prosthetic upgrades in the game. You've got these different skill trees. It's such a difference. It's such a difference from the way that the way that you build your character in the Dark Souls games. And why I'm so curious to experiment in New Game Plus and see, because there was clearly a lot of, you know, designed situations. You're supposed to use the firecrackers against the bull. You're supposed to use the axe against the shield guys. And I love those sorts of, you know, reading the descriptions and trying to figure out, okay, this is the exact scenario where this is meant to be used. But I'm sure there were a lot of uses beyond what the game sort of just tells you straight up. There were some things about Sekiro that maybe, I think the one of the biggest complaints I've had was the repeat bosses. And maybe it's not so much a repeat boss thing, but just the fact that there mini bosses like the Shichimen Warrior are just not great. And when you have to fight an enemy that's not fun more than once, it just adds to the not so much fun. But I suppose there's an item that you want the player to get, and so you have to put something challenging in the way. Maybe. You could always just put a treasure chest. But that's such a minor thing. It's such a minor complaint. I also see they tried to do something different with the unseen aid, the way that the death mechanic worked. I think they could have probably just stuck with the same exact mechanic from Dark Souls, and it would have been just fine. Because I found myself kind of... The unseen aid really almost never came into play. There was a couple times where it saved us, but we either worked around it or it just became completely pointless after, you know, when you've been dying to a boss a whole bunch of times. But outside of those little minor... It's hard to even call them drawbacks to such an amazing... I think that's the real strongest point of the game that I'm thinking about now, is just like at the end here. Oh, there's an English voice cast. I have heard some funny clips of the English voice casting. Maybe we'll do some of that in New Game Plus, I don't know. But the moments like at the end, the moment with the Demon of Hatred, the sculptor, killing the snake with the plunging death blow. They've been such cool, amazing, overwhelming, emotional moments that have been unlike any of the other FromSoft games. I have loved each of them in their own way. But there's something about Sekiro that has kind of taken it to another level. And I will forever be... What is the word that I'm going for here? It's going to forever have a place in my heart. I don't want to start playthrough number 2 now. There could be, who knows, maybe still some things that I have missed that I want to go through. So I think we're going to go back to the dilapidated temple here. We could take a look at this gauntlet of strength, I suppose. Oh, right. Oh, what is this? Another's memory, Ashina. Memories left behind by another. Concentrate on these inmost regrets. or obsessions at a sculptor's idol to change the wolf's appearance. Has no effect on ability. What? We have fashion souls? What the hell? Wait a second. Holy shit, they've been saving some surprises here for the end, haven't they? The memory of a shinobi that once served Ashina. It is accompanied by a debt of gratitude to the one who took his arm and graced him with the name, I'm not going to pronounce this correctly probably, but Sekiro? I did notice that in the cutscene, right? Wasn't that who... Wasn't that who Genichiro, the name that he used? Who exactly are we talking about here? To the one who took his arm and graced him with the name Sekiro. Is that a reference to the sculptor? Didn't the sculptor tell us that Isshin took his arm? I'm looking at the image there, and it looks like the... Is that the left arm that is kind of in flames, or has like some sort of visual effect that's been added? That name is a new one, right? It's very similar to Sekiro. What's the difference there? Somebody with knowledge of Japanese can probably explain to me. Here's the explanation. Memories of another. Regrets or obsessions left by another. Harboring these innermost thoughts at a sculptor's idol will allow the wolf to alter his form, though doing so will have no bearing on his ability. Taking charge of another's regret is but a fleeting thing after all. What the hell? We have fashion souls. The change form menu has been unlocked. Wow. Allows you to alter your appearance based on the memories of another in your possession. Oh. So we have to collect these. Wow. We get the Gauntlet of Strength as well. Right? Series of consecutive battles. Okay, let's look at the... Wow, this is... Let's, for the sake of... We spent so much of the playthrough with our poor info broker, gasping and wheezing. Let's just go ahead and... Let's just cure that dragon rot right now. Get you back to normal. We had you deal with that far too long already. Let's go ahead and enhance our attack power. And get more of the story here with Saint Isshin. That is... What a final twist. One who returns from the great beyond does so at the peak of their prosperity. The peak of their prosperity, huh? Isshin coveted strength and all manner of techniques throughout his mortal struggle. He wished for war until his final hour, and that is precisely what he got. Wow. Holy shit. There you go. Crazy. Attack power 13. Change form. Regardless of his appearance, abilities will be unaffected, and additional forms become available by attaining memories of another. So we have the original memory, Wolf. Naturally, Wolf's original form is also his best fitting one. And then we have another's memory, accompanied by a debt of gratitude. Who in the world is this referring to? And let's check out this outfit as well. Kind of looks a little more like, I guess, a bit more of a classic ninja outfit with the mask. We're not in the most well-lit place, but this is pretty cool. Hanbei, of course, rest in peace. Trying to just get a little bit better view here. All right, all right. And we get to collect. I'll be very curious to see how this plays out in New Game Plus. Maybe we can just collect these from like normal enemies. Do we collect them from bosses, mini bosses? How is that going to work? Let's look at the Gauntlet of Strength here as well. Divine Air and Severance. Oh, it shows you here. Gauntlet of Strength. So, performs a series of one-on-one battles with extraordinary foes. Defeat at any point will result in a failed attempt. During reflection, Wolf's attack power is not tied to his strength in the real world. Quick items, spirit emblems used will be replenished upon returning to reality. So they're kind of balancing it out, so you can't just overpower the fight. So you start with Gyobu, and then Lady Butterfly, and then question marks. So that's just a 3 boss sequence. This one, okay, here we go. Guardian Ape. Looks like the original Guardian Ape fight, maybe? Yeah, Sunken Valley Passage is the location. And then Owl. Awesome fight. True Monk, also pretty awesome fight. Ganishira, Way of Tomoe, and then Isshin at the end? Huh. Let me know if this is something you guys would like to see. Maybe we can do these as part of New Game Plus. Special challenge mode video or something? I don't know. I don't even know if there's like a reward. I don't want to know if there's a reward. Like, this is something we should maybe talk about, because I do want to do stuff for New Game Plus. Whether it's a live stream or whether it's just more recorded videos like this. But if you have ideas, if you have stuff that you want me to find or do differently in New Game Plus, I definitely am going to be more open. Like, we've had a pretty strict don't help me out, don't give me suggestions or spoilers or anything like that during the new game. But going forward, I'm more open to suggestions about what people want to see. Just remember to keep, don't tell me what is happening, or you can maybe give me an idea of what to do. Like, here, you should try ABC, but don't tell me what happens. Like, some people will sometimes say, you should try ABC because XYZ happens. And I would say just leave the comment at telling me the ABC. Or maybe, if even better, is giving me a hint. If you can come up with a hint that leaves some of the solving to me, those are ideal. They might not be possible in all cases, because I'm sure there are some convoluted things to do in this game that are going to require some straight up direction. But feel free to leave those sorts of comments, and I will consult with my mods on exactly how we'll be handling New Game Plus. This has just been a phenomenal. I cannot say enough good things about this game. It has just absolutely been one of my all-time favorite games, without a doubt. One of my all-time favorites. So many good things, so many well-executed things, that just the fact that they deviated so much from the Dark Souls formula in so many ways, and added a level of cinematic experience that puts Sekiro in its own category. All right, I think that is where we are going to wrap up Sekiro, at least new game. What an amazing experience, and it has been so much fun to share it with you all. And if you have been here for the entire ride and you have enjoyed the journey, I will ask something that I don't normally, but please do consider hitting that subscribe button. It is something that does help me out. And yeah, we're going to be pressing on to New Game Plus. I may take a little bit of a break here to unwind before starting that up. So we'll see when we get started with New Game Plus. But what an amazing game. What an amazing journey. And yeah, like I said, it has been so much fun to share it with you all, and I'm looking forward to continuing the journey in New Game Plus and perhaps doing some boss rush action. There is so much cool stuff in this game. Fashion Souls as well. What the hell? What a great final fight. So many fun boss fights in general. That has definitely been one of another thing that I maybe didn't mention about Sekiro, but I don't think there's really any boss fight that I can point to that I've really hated. I have pretty much loved every single one of them. They have been so unique and challenging in their own ways. And now our journey's at an end, and we will turn the chapter forward to New Game Plus and see what lies beyond. So once again, thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.